What's going on, wrestling fans? It's your boy, Mike Knoxxx, and this is another edition of Around the Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx. And I am your host, simply put. I just told you my name, Mike Knoxxx, because I spell it with 3 X's. Because like this road to WrestleMania, frankly, people, it's what it is. I like to say that it's hardcore, but I gotta be honest. I gotta be real. I gotta keep my opinions to where they belong, and that is in the realm of the truth. Not the truth that certain fan bases want you to accept. Not the truth that those who drink the Kool-Aid would like for you to accept, but the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, wrestling gods. Now, with that being said, again, welcome to the program. Let's get into this morning. Let's talk about it right here, right now. Raw last night opened up with Alexa Bliss, the Raw Women's Champion, coming out, doing what she does best. No, not just looking good, doing what she does best. I just told you, not wearing the little bitty short shorts. No, not at all. Her on the microphone bragging about how great she really is. She comes out with Mickie James. She's talking this. She's talking that. She's talking about how she's always wanted to point to the sign. She's going to WrestleMania. This is her moment. All the while, I'm sitting here, I'm watching it to myself, and I'm saying, and I know you guys were saying the same thing. How could she just be sitting there like that? How can, speaking about Mickie James, just sit there like that and not say nothing? And it looked like several times she wanted to do that. She wanted to say something. Never was given the opportunity to say anything. Why? I don't know. Out comes, okay, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Asuka comes out there. She's not even given the opportunity to say nothing. Then this is where I kind of felt a little, I don't want to say ashamed of the WWE, because it's wrestling, okay? I'm black. I'm an African-American male. I live in the realm of knowing that wrestling is what it is. I don't believe that it's racist. I think wrestling is everything. It makes fun of every race, creed, color, demographic. It's just what it is. But I did not like Alexa Bliss coming out kind of the way that Jinder Mahal on Smackdown did against Shinsuke Nakamura, the way she kind of made fun of her accent and how she speaks. Albeit it was funny. Okay, I don't care what you are. Come on. What are we living in here, people? We're living in a world of entertainment. The WWE is just that. It stands for walk with the... No, it's not walk with Elias. It's world... It is not walk with... Oh, it is really walk with Elias. But it's World Wrestling Entertainment is what it is. And so they entertain you the best way they figure they know how to do so. So that's the beginning of the show. You have... Then Asuka comes out. And she's doing this and then storm into the ring like a I don't want to say like a rhino, but I mean, damn, could Nia Jax come to the ring with any more purpose than how she came to the ring yesterday, attacking the Empress of Tomorrow, Nia Jax? I mean, this segment, for what it was, I'm sitting here and I'm in the party by my man Dice Man, and my kids is watching, and I'm saying, this is kind of the opposite of how Raw started last week. Are we really going to get a 20-minute promo section in the ring, or are we going to actually sit here and have some wrestling? Lo and behold, what I knew was going to happen is I go to the bathroom or go in the bedroom to give my wife a shot. No, I'm not talking about that kind of shot. I'm talking about, a drink. It's get your minds out the gutter, people, okay? I go have a drink with my wife. I come back out. I'm asking my son what's going on. Ding, ding, ding. He's like, it's a 6-woman tag team match. That I'm like, okay. We knew that was coming. Tomato. Not a big fan of that. It was okay. About a C, if I can give it a grade, somewhere along the realms of that. Not a big fan of the match. But I was a fan of, in the match, Bayley sticking up for herself. It's about time, right? Bayley has been bullied since she's been in NXT. Bayley has been bullied since she's come to the WWE, which stands for Walk with Elias. Okay, whatever. Now, she's also been bullied probably her whole entire life. She finally sticks up for herself. What would have been great, though, is I know wrestling fans have probably all mentioned this, but I'm gonna give a shout out to a wrestling fan that I know, King Von Jr. 720 on the Twitter. Okay, he said she needs to pull the scrunchie out of her head, right? And then, like Hulkamania, as he would rip off the shirt, she takes the scrunchie out, and then she becomes evil, upset. I'm pissed off at you, Bayley. That would be good. So what we're looking at right here is what I thought after coming out of Elimination Chamber, and that is that we're going to get Bayley versus Sasha. But again, I asked the question I asked yesterday as the Elimination Chamber review is, and that's this. Are they going to give us more than one women's match at WrestleMania? More than the 2 women matches at WrestleMania? Are we going to be stuck in this 10 women tag team match, brand versus brand? Are we going to be stuck into a Mae Young or Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal for women, right? Look at that. WWE, I know you're watching because you should be watching because there's people in your organization that have a job that shouldn't have a job. It should be me. So I know you're watching. So since you're watching, that's an idea you can have for free. The Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal for women. It can't get much better than that, but actually it really can. How can it get better? Simply give the women the time they need on the program. We saw that yesterday on Raw, that first segment, and guess what we all knew? We knew there was not going to be no more women on the program. And that's kind of unfair because lately the women of the WWE have been holding it down. I think they deserve more time. I think they have earned to have more than your typical 2 matches at WrestleMania and more than a Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal at WrestleMania if they decide to go at my idea right there. Now, moving on into the night and what happened after that point. Again, I did like what happened with Bayley. I thought she stood for herself. Wasn't really on the commentary where they were like, she didn't play fair. How many times did you get stabbed in the back? It was good. I loved it. Okay. And then I love what happened at the end. But here's what I want to talk about because mixed reviews, of course, because that's the world we live in wrestling, of the John Cena promo, right? This had everybody. Shout out to my man OG Nitty, okay, Franco on if you know him by his real name, but everybody knows I have my founding forefathers. I like to call them my Mount Rushmore of radio. And that goes Stephen A. Smith, it goes Dan Patrick, okay, it goes Jim Rome, and it goes local Delaware artist OG Frank Nitty for 91.3. Down in University of Delaware. Okay. So, but he had this on his wall and he thought that the promo was a waste of time. I've seen it all over the internet. People thought the same thing with the John Cena promo. Here's the thing. I don't want to see The Undertaker wrestle John Cena. And the funny part is that the crowd who cheered when he made this announcement, I got to do something. I got to change it up. I got to flip up the screen. I'm calling out The Undertaker. You don't really want to see that match. You want to see the match for what? You sit here and you scream repeatedly, one more match. It's 10 years too late to give us John Cena and The Undertaker. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm going to WrestleMania. If it happens, which it still might happen, that's before I go any further to what happened in the promo, okay, because I still believe that's where we're going, okay? Unfortunately, the dirt sheets have gotten this right for the last year that we will get John Cena versus The Undertaker, and we will get Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Thus far, Hashtag death to dirt sheets have been right. Okay. That doesn't mean that, hell, a clock is right twice a day as well. Okay. So, but, I don't need to see that, but I'll be in the arena and more than likely I will probably sit there and cheer, Undertaker like it's no tomorrow. Shout out to my man Mo_Eden who just typed in Undertaker versus anybody is too late, and I would agree, and that's the problem. See, wrestling fans, we got to know when to let someone go. We have to know when their time is up. And I know we heard all the speculation. I was at WrestleMania last year, okay, but a lot of you guys out there watching, I was there. We saw him lay the coat, we saw him lay the hat down. Then all the speculation came out because some of the wrestling old heads, right? I'm a wrestling old head, but then you got some of the older wrestling. Well, he didn't lay the boots down. He didn't put the boots up. Well, guess what? The Undertaker's not Barry Windham. The Undertaker is not, Mean Mark. Well, he is Mean Mark Callis, actually. That's his name. But he's not, Sting. Or if Sting would lay the bat down, and I'd have thought that was Sting's ending of his career. Because these are two guys that defined their characters enough that he doesn't have to put his boots off. He can clearly just lay his coat and hat down, which is what he did. And it laid in the ring while the ring crew broke the ring down. But you guys are still, it's like, come on. It's like you go out with your friends, right? And this is for guys who have no discipline. Not saying Undertaker doesn't have discipline, but it's very hard when someone is constantly, wrestlers, we know one thing, and they're arrogant. They feed their egos. They love the business. This is why they do it. Look at Mick Foley. Look how he walks differently today because he was honoring fans. Right? You cannot always give fans what they want because they're never satisfied. Undertaker, and I know, has not looked good in the squared circle in the last 3 years, but yet you still want him back. Like I said, if he happens, I will be there this year. I will still cheer for it. But I'm telling you right now, when the match is over, we're going to say, why did Undertaker wrestle? If you guys really love Taker like you say you love Undertaker, you don't want to see him wrestle. We've heard numerous backstage behind the curtain talks where he was injured. He was hurt. He couldn't make it through the wall. Why would you want this for this man? But he comes back and you cheer him and you scream the one more match stuff. Fans got to stop. So back to John Cena, and he says, okay, no, I won't do that. I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. No, LeBron James did that. No, listen, that's why no one likes him now. We're not talking about taking his talent to South Beach. We're talking about taking his talent to tonight on SmackDown. And here's why I say to OG Nitty and guys out there that say this is a waste of time. It really wasn't, because SmackDown ratings have suffered over the last couple of weeks, okay? A couple of people yesterday spoke about who is the face of the WWE. Many responded by saying it's still John Cena, because this is what we do know. Yes, I think Roman is the top guy. It's one of their top guys, despite what people say. The Bulls prove that Roman Reigns is a top guy in the company. However, as John Cena promo had a couple weeks back, I wouldn't have to be here if you would do your job. We all remember that promo, right? So Cena's going to SmackDown. I don't think he's going to get, let's be real. Who the hell is he going to take on SmackDown that you want to see at WrestleMania? Wait, hold on. I got to scratch my head for this nonsense y'all about to tell me. Exactly. There is nobody on SmackDown for him to go wrestle. He's going to go to SmackDown, build the ratings, have some kind of faux pas or whatever. That's what a woman's, okay, whatever. He's going to get into something over there, but listen, it's not many guarantees in wrestling, and I'm one of them guys who don't really guarantee things, but I will pretty guarantee, like I'm still guaranteeing Daniel Bryan will be at WrestleMania. I will not let go of that pipe dream until it happens. Daniel Bryan will wrestle in WrestleMania. Okay, but back to John Cena. This is all about ratings, in my opinions, people. Nothing else, nothing more. Simply the ratings. There's nothing for Cena on SmackDown, but this is why he's a free agent, not because of this. We're going to get Taker, Cena. It's just how they're going to put it together is the question. However, for this segment, I did highly enjoy it. That's why I responded to people and saying I didn't think it was a waste of time. I actually loved this segment because Cena, for the first time in a very long time, is looking vulnerable. And it's not many times we can say that John Cena looks that way. And I think in this moment, John Cena looking as if he doesn't know what to do. He's lost. He doesn't know how to fix things right now as the losses keep piling up. And he's soul searching. He's going to sow his royal oats. That's what he's going to SmackDown for, okay? Gave that segment a very good grade. And then we got Heath Slater versus Bray Wyatt. Let's just move past this. It was nothing happened. And Bray Wyatt challenged Matt Hardy again. And broken should be woken, or woken should be broken, because it's just not working. And Bray Wyatt, I'm a guy who's looked for him to turn the page. Should have never moved to Raw. He was over on SmackDown. It's just certain people look better in certain areas, and I think that Bray Wyatt looks better on SmackDown than he does on Raw. I don't want to say that it's creative that's killing him. I don't want to go that far as much as other people can go, and I can see the argument for that. I won't debate that. If you want to say, well, it's booking, how they're booking him, and I'm not going to say something that's dumb like, well, give me the book. It's nothing like that. Just when you're looking at Bray Wyatt, you're looking at someone who he has like that Dolph Ziggler kind of thing on him right now, which is that stigma of you're good, we like you, but they keep jerking. It's like a yo-yo with his career with Bray Wyatt. That's what they do, and so he can't go nowhere. So Bray Wyatt broke and all that needs to stop. Then we move on to Seth Rollins and The Miz. The Miz comes in here, and my man Tice, and I'd like to know from you guys on this who might believe this, says that they thought that The Miz pulled a new pipe bomb. I can't honestly say that I can agree with that at all. Undertaker and anybody is too late. We already come to that. I think his potential status is haunting him. His personal situation, okay, that could very well be true. As far as going on with Bray Wyatt, I just think they're missing the ball when it comes to him. But Miz, Seth Rollins, before that match happens, Miz cuts his promo. His face is turning red. He's demanding respect. I put this Raw brand on my back. I've done this, and you're setting me up for failure. I had a chance to win an Elimination Chamber match, and you add two people in just to do it. The Miz is someone that we cannot, I can't get behind that portion of him. Point blank period, The Miz is awesome. I would agree. I just didn't think this promo was one of his better promos. Maybe because it went too long. Okay, it got to the point where, okay, I hear your point. You're not moving anywhere from this. So then we head into the match. Monday Night Rollins comes out. Basically, Rollins defeats The Miz. It was a decent match. I think The Miz is getting better in the ring than people give him credit for. I'm a fan of The Miz. My kids completely boo The Miz. And I asked them, I said, well, why do you boo The Miz? They said, because he's a bad guy and he cheats. Then I hit him I hit him where it hurt. Right? I said, well, I played Uno with you guys. I mean, y'all cheat and y'all play games. Yeah, but it's a game. But you're still cheating, right? So you don't like The Miz because he cheats, right? But you cheat when you play a game, right? I don't understand it. But after that, they try to recreate what happened last week in the gauntlet match, it appeared. So Miz also took on, after he lost to Seth Rollins, Monday Night Rollins, that is. Out comes Finn Balor. And guess what happened when that happened? They tried to jump him. The Miztourage tried to jump him. The WWE wasn't having it. They still made the match continue. Finn Balor versus The Miz. I like this comparison. What this is basically setting up is simple. I said it on the other show yesterday. Here in Welcome to Around the Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx, is that we're going to get a triple threat at Mania, probably with Miz, Rollins, and Balor. Here's the thing, though. I want The Miz to go somewhere else because I want to see a Balor versus Seth Rollins rematch. I know people didn't like Seth Rollins for a while. They thought he was hurting their favorite wrestlers like Sting and like Finn Balor, but both guys openly admit it wasn't Seth Rollins' fault. At least the one with Sting, I won't touch that because I know you guys get a little butthurt when it comes to saying that Sting didn't get his career ended by Seth Rollins, despite what Sting, Sting's supposed to say that. Not really. He doesn't owe anybody anything. And I don't want to hear, well, he's too classy of a guy. No. If something really happened, I believe Sting would tell us the truth. But as far as the results of the injury that took place with Finn Balor, watch it again. Finn Balor took that wrong. Okay, so that's my belief in that. But that match was pretty good with The Miz. I gave it about it was decent. It was decent. About a B if I had to give it a grade. But here's where Raw gets good for me. This is where Raw, the third hour, picked up in a big way. Why? Here's the thing. When have you ever seen the WWE announce Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar not show up? They don't do it. You know why? Because when you say Brock Lesnar is going to be on TV, that's their time to shine. That's where the numbers take the hike. That's where I fall into the belief of what Vincent Kennedy McMahon, VKM, said when he said he's a big attraction. We're not going to have him out there every day. He's an attraction. So when you say that Brock Lesnar is coming, it's an attraction. People get hype. Roman Reigns cut the promo of his life. I'm a Roman Reigns fan. I have been since day one. Okay, Shield, not Shield, music not changing, outfit not changing. I don't care. I think Roman Reigns is exactly the big dog. And yes, you can say, well, they keep shoving them down our throat. I ask the question all the time. Tell me one superstar that has ever been the top superstar in the WWE that they have never shoved down your throats. They shoved Hogan down your throat. They shoved Macho Man down your throat. They shoved The Ultimate Warrior down your throat. They shoved Stone Cold Steve Austin down your throat. They shoved, let's go modern times. They shoved John Cena. They shoved CM Punk down your throat. So I don't want to hear that, Roman Reigns. No, they give you everybody who's been the top superstar in the company at one point has been shoved down your throats because that's their bottom line. Okay? It's that simple. So learn the product, understand the product, know what you're watching before you complain and say, but they're shoving somebody down your throat, because that's the nature of the business. Point blank simple, as they would say, hashtag facts. There's no debating that. There's been too much proof. And I'm going to say this again, okay? Because I get tired of fans saying dumb stuff. Okay? I'm tired of it. Stats don't lie. Fans do. Okay? It's really that simple. Stats are there. Yes, stats can be overblown. You can make up any excuse you want to say about stats and a statologist. There's a movie called Moneyball for a reason. Okay? They use analytics in baseball for a reason. Okay? Stats don't lie. Fans do. So everybody gets shoved down your throat. But enough of that. Enough of me complaining towards you, the wrestling fan. This promo by Roman Reigns on Brock Lesnar was better than Brock Lesnar showing up. And here is why. Because he got the crowd behind him. People like Dave LaGreca on Bust Open Radio, which I appear on quite often, called in yesterday. We'll be calling in again today. What can you say now? He has no emotion. You don't know where he stands. He changed all that in a 7 to 10 minute promo yesterday on Monday Night Raw, saying Roman Reigns with lines that he said like, I don't disrespect Brock Lesnar. I'm damn sure I don't fear him. Let me get some of these lines that were wrote down yesterday. Give me one moment, because I have them on my computer. I wrote them down. But he said things like, I've spent more time here on Raw than he has with the title. He's too good to be here right now because he's somewhere taking pictures with Dana White. He called him all kind of bitches. He just really went off, and the emotion behind it was good. We say, well, the promo after WrestleMania last year was the best promo he ever cut. He never said a word because he just stood there while you guys booed him mercifully. You think the WWE cares if you boo this guy? We all know what they say, right? You could hate Eva Marie all you want to, but everybody who knows anything about the wrestling business will tell you. They've said it. If you haven't said it, go to your local indie gym, and if they're not hating on the product or what WWE is doing, they will tell you a reaction is better than a no reaction. When the crowd is sitting there and they're not saying anything, that's bad. When they're so invested, whether it's good or bad, that they boo you when you can't even talk, which is something you learn to do at an early age, is talk, then you're doing your damn job. Roman Reigns, A++++++, Ralphie, Christmas story plus all across the board for Roman Reigns today, finally telling the fans, or showing the fans, shall I say, what he's about. Showing some emotion about what he's about. Giving the emotion of what he is about. Shout out to Roman Reigns. I absolutely loved that yesterday. Then we had the Raw Tag Team title match. Titus O'Neil versus Titus Worldwide and Apollo taking on the Bar. 2 out of 3 match. Don't know why this match happened. Maybe because of the promos they cut at the end. I don't know if they were going to debut a tag team or what was going to happen yesterday, but that was completely pointless. I'm going to say this, like I said, for those who haven't caught yesterday's show, please make sure you go to iTunes. Make sure you go to Stitcher, wherever podcasts are. So go to my YouTube channel where this show will be up later as well. YouTube.com/thegame, THAV1. And I said, and I say it again, keep the Universal title. Keep the Intercontinental title on Raw. Keep the WWE title, keep the the U.S. title on SmackDown. The women's division and the tag team division needs to intertwine. I think it'll become a better product if they can both cross promote with those 2 belts between the women as well as the tag team division. I think that they make way better. I need to see the Bar versus the Usos. I need to see some of these tag teams, because it's just not the way they're booking them. They're not booked right, being separate. Put them back together. I think you'll have an explosive and an amazing tag team division as well as an amazing women's division. You can say Raw's women's division is much better than SmackDown's women's division, because it is, right? But you can take some of these SmackDown women, your Naomi's, your Charlotte's, your Becky Lynch's, right? Those 3, because that's really, to me, Natalya when she comes back. You put those 4 girls with these 6 women on Raw, that's a really good division. And then you can have the Absolutions and the Riot Squads do what they do, and it doesn't seem like they're being forced on you, right? And that's a different force on you of what they're doing with the Riot Squad than what you're seeing with, like I said, with Roman Reigns being shoved down your throat, because that's what they do with champions. But that, again, that proves my point. Whenever the WWE or wrestling in general wants to get somebody over, they give you a lot of them. They have to shove them down your throat, so that way we can see if they move the needle. And we know what Roman Reigns does move the needle. Then we got Braun Strowman versus Elias. I love this match because Braun Strowman wins, of course. But I love this match because I didn't think Elias could go with Braun. And I thought this did a lot for WWE, which is walk with Elias, than it did for Braun Strowman. We know what Braun does. Braun's going to be the monster among men. He's going to put these hands on you. Braun Roman is a star, and people want him in the main event. I still say something possibly I thought could have happened the way that Elimination Chamber went off. We got that with the Asuka Nia Jax situation on the women's side, where Nia Jax came down, and it still left that window open. But to me, they completely slammed the door on what I thought just 24 hours ago by having him beat up Roman Reigns the way he did after Elimination Chamber. I don't know, but he goes against Elias on this match. They go backstage. Elias with the fire extinguisher. I thought it was brilliant. I loved it. We all know that Elias is the long lost son of the Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't know that to be true. I just think he looks exactly like him. And he drops the elbow for him as well. But then, guys, this is where we're going to end. Ronda Rousey. We rip her. Well, I don't say we. You guys rip her. And again, I make fun of guys who have female shirts. A lot of you guys do. And you're entitled to that. Who am I to judge? But I've always said that a man who wears a women's wrestling t-shirt, kind of weird. I wouldn't do it, I guess. But I guess I'm going to be a weirdo because I like Ronda Rousey so much in this WWE atmosphere that I want the black Ronda Rousey shirt. I do. I know. It's like Michaels who spell their names EAL instead of AEL. I don't know what you want me to say. But they ripped her, wrestling fans that is, who don't like her because they thought she couldn't grab the microphone. They thought that her promos were not good. And they didn't give her a lot of talk time yesterday, but I thought it was better. I thought she walked to the ring with purpose, right? With the mean face. She didn't crack that smile that she keeps cracking, right? She looked good coming to the ring. When she grabbed the mic, she was very direct and to the point and believable. When she says, hold on, you owe me an apology, Stephanie McMahon. You owe me this. You need to apologize. I've never been smacked in my face. And let's be real here, guys. Other than the MMA women beating the hell out of her in the face with their feet and their fists, I don't think she's ever been smacked in the face. Just don't wear it between April 5th and April 9th. Listen, I cannot promise that, okay? I cannot make a promise that I will not wear that shirt. You know what? I will make that promise because I'm not going to buy the shirt until I get there, okay? So you have my word. You will not see any videos of me wearing, well, at least not in New Orleans on Bourbon Street wearing that shirt. But I will buy that shirt at wherever the hell they have access or the WWE merchandise store. But this sets us up for Stephanie, Ronda, Triple H, and Kurt Angle. I said it yesterday. I'm going to go with it now. They probably did want The Rock. Rock's schedule wouldn't allow it. So in steps Kurt Angle. You guys like Kurt Angle. To me, like The Undertaker. I don't get to see Kurt Angle wrestle after what I saw at Survivor Series. You see him getting into the ring. He's like Mick Foley. He's done. Wrestling fans, this is what I don't get. You say give the new people a talent. Give the new people a chance, right? But then when the old people come back, you give them the biggest pops. Right? Hey, Mom Golden, how you doing? And you give them the biggest pops when they come out, but yet you don't see that they're beat up, they're battered, they're bruised. Why would you want them in the wrestling ring? Right? Why would you want this? Come on, we're talking about WrestleMania. And guess what, guys? Just to put this out there in perspective as well. WrestleMania sells itself. It doesn't matter who's on the main event. You can completely cry, complain, and all this other nonsense on the internet all day. It's WrestleMania. It's going to sell out or come damn near close to selling out. And listen, I've interviewed Shane Douglas. We're not friends, but I'm going to say this to him as well and anybody else that's listening that wants to hate on their product. Oh, they didn't sell out. It was 80-something thousand people there. 80-something thousand people. So if there's 50 seats not sold out, you're going to complain about that and think that makes you look good? No. Those seats were probably sold on StubHub or probably bought anyway. Okay? And so somebody paid for them. I'm quite sure WrestleMania sells out every year. Okay? It's that simple. It's going to sell out again this year. They're talking about the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Well, that was the one I think the one in Texas completely. Tickets go on sale in November and we're no clue what the card looks like. Exactly, Maurice. And they're going, what do you see people doing? I'm going to WrestleMania. I got my ticket last week. And what was the first thing I did? Yo, I got my ticket. It doesn't matter who's on the card. Yes, I think Daniel Bryan still shows up, and I'm going to say that until he doesn't, damn it. But it doesn't matter, guys. So even though it doesn't matter, I don't want to see Kurt Angle in this event because he can't wrestle. Yes, it gives us a story that would happen at Survivor Series when he got pedigreed by Triple H. And I'm a Triple H mark, guys. I am. Like, my kids ask me, who's your favorite wrestler? Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Triple H. That's in that order, in those top three. Then I slide in, The Rock. I slide in beautiful Bobby Eaton. I slide in the Macho Man Randy Savage. Then Kurt Angle's in my top 10, but I don't want to see him look the way he looked when he appeared with the Shield, which was kind of a pop. I marked the hell out for that moment, but he can't go anymore. Okay, so what is this? I'm going to enjoy it because at WrestleMania you enjoy everything. You leave without having a voice. Okay, and I am the voice for the voiceless that needs to have a voice, and I won't have one after this event because it's going to be phenomenal. This segment proved to me what Ronda Rousey could do moving forward. She stayed face. She stayed confident. she didn't have the altercation. The fact that she was on Raw, I liked all that. This is the time, guys. We're 40 days as of today away from WrestleMania, okay? So we're 35 days from the festivities of WrestleMania taking place. You know where to find me, on Bourbon Street, drinking bourbon. Come holler at your boys. Come holler at the Belt Kings. If you're in the city, come holler at us. Have a drink with us. For those who don't drink, buy them some orange juice, some apple juice. You know, just come hang out with the Belt Kings, all right? We be in New Orleans. You'll be in New Orleans. Let's have a good time. WrestleMania will be good. Raw yesterday, not the greatest show, not the best show. I'm not even sure if I can get us a really decent letter, belt grade, because it was just an okay show. So what I would do is I would give it an okay grade. Okay. It had moments, but it had a lot of downtimes in it. As a matter of fact, there was a moment there where I did kind of go to sleep on Raw, but it wasn't because Raw was boring. It's because the schedule that I work. And so when I do have my days off, I stay up late just to, play the game or hang out with the wife and things like that. So, I'm going to give this Raw a 3 out of 5. Rated R superstar spinning titles. Why I give it that belt? Because that belt was amazing. It was different. It was new. And the fact of it was a parody of the spinning title that John Cena had. So that's why I give it a grade. It was a parody of what they tried to repeat from the Raw the week before, like that mid situation, the 2 matches that he had, and everything like that. Good show, just not a great show. 3 out of 5. Edge spinning rated R title belts. What did you think? What was your grade? As my man Jeremy Jones would say, comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. Again, follow me on social media at Mike Knoxxx. Indeed, I spell my name with 3 X's because like this hat, I am hardcore. Oh, I just dropped the thing, y'all. See y'all later. Peace.